Have you ever wondered what the secret to happiness really is? Maybe you've read countless books, listened to endless podcasts, or even attended seminars, hoping to unlock the key to a joyful life. But what if I told you that the answer might just involve a watermelon? Sounds bizarre, right? Well, settle in, because today I'm going to share a story that's as funny as it is profound. A lesson that will stay with you long after this video ends. It's called the watermelon lesson. And trust me, by the end of this tale, you'll not only have a smile on your face, but also a newfound perspective on how to tackle life's challenges. Once upon a time, nestled deep in the mountains, there was a serene little village. The kind of place where everyone knew each other. The air smelled of fresh blossoms, and the days passed like a slow, sweet melody. But what truly made this village special was the presence of Master Sito, a monk whose wisdom was matched only by his sense of humor. People traveled far and wide to seek his advice. Some came with broken hearts, others with troubled minds, and a few with nothing more than curiosity. Among them was a young man named Sam. Now, Sam was like many of us, ambitious, eager, but also weighed down by the constant need to figure everything out. One day, with a heart full of questions and a mind buzzing with doubts, Sam approached Master Sito.
Master,
He began, his voice earnest.
I've read books, followed advice, but I still feel lost. Please teach me the secret to happiness and success. I'm ready to learn.
Master Sito, sitting cross-legged under a sprawling banyan tree, gave Sam a playful smile.
Happiness and success. A big question for a young man. But first, let's have a little fun. Are you ready for a challenge?
Sam nodded eagerly.
Anything, Master?
Good.
Master Sito said, his eyes twinkling with mischief.
Here's what I want you to do. Go to the market, find the biggest, juiciest watermelon, and carry it on your head through the entire village. Oh, and one more thing. Don't drop it.
Sam blinked, unsure if the monk was joking.
Watermelon. On my head.
Yes, you'll see why soon enough.
Determined to impress the master, Sam set off for the market. There, amidst stalls brimming with fruits and vegetables, he spotted it. A watermelon so enormous and shiny it practically gleamed in the sunlight. This must be the one, Sam thought. He paid the vendor, hoisted the hefty fruit onto his head, and began his journey back through the village. At first it seemed simple enough. Sam walked carefully, his arms stretched out for balance, every step measured and precise. But as he made his way through the bustling streets, things took an unexpected turn. Children pointed and giggled, villagers stopped to stare, and some even began clapping and cheering. "Look at the watermelon boy!" they shouted, their laughter echoing through the narrow alleys. Some were playful, making funny faces to distract him. Others offered advice. "Hold it tighter!" yelled one old man. No, walk faster!" shouted another. Sam's concentration wavered as the watermelon teetered dangerously on his head. But despite the commotion, Sam pressed on, determined not to drop it. His arms ached, sweat trickled down his face, and his legs felt like jelly. Still, he kept going, step by step, until finally, after what felt like hours, he reached Master Sito's hut. Panting and drenched, Sam placed the watermelon down and looked at the monk expectantly. Surely, after such an ordeal, he deserved some praise, or at least a word of encouragement. But to his surprise, Master Sito burst into uncontrollable laughter. The kind of laughter that made his whole body shake and tears streamed down his face.
"Oh, young one,"
he said between fits of laughter.
"You've done well, but tell me, how did it feel to carry that watermelon through the village?"
Sam, still catching his breath, hesitated.
Well, it was heavy and people laughed at me, but I kept going because I wanted to finish the task you gave me.
Master Sito smiled.
And there it is, the lesson. Life, my dear boy, is a lot like carrying that watermelon. It's heavy at times, full of distractions, and often feels absurd. People will laugh, offer unsolicited advice, or even try to throw you off balance. But if you focus, keep a light heart, and don't take yourself too seriously, you'll find that even the hardest journeys can be filled with joy.
Sam stood in stunned silence, the weight of the monk's words sinking in. Suddenly he laughed, a deep, genuine laugh that shook off all his tension. He realized the absurdity of the task mirrored the absurdity of life. And yet, in both, there was wisdom to be found. From that day on, whenever Sam faced challenges, he remembered the watermelon lesson. He stopped worrying so much about what others thought and started embracing the humor in his struggles. As you listen to this story, think about the watermelons you're carrying in your life. Maybe it's a stressful job, a difficult relationship, or just the daily grind of responsibilities. What if, instead of letting them weigh you down, you approach them with humor and determination? The truth is, we all have watermelons to carry. The secret isn't to avoid them, but to carry them with a light heart and a smile. So the next time life feels overwhelming, remember this story. Laugh at the absurdity, keep moving forward, and trust that every step, no matter how wobbly, is bringing you closer to where you're meant to be. And if you're enjoying this tale, stick around because there's so much more to explore about finding happiness and joy in life's quirks. Thank you for listening to the Watermelon Lesson. If it resonated with you, share it with someone who could use a laugh or a little inspiration today. And don't forget, life's a journey, so why not make it a joyful one? Stay lighthearted, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next video.